That's a lot of water.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm Stephanie, and this is Travis. Together we bought a Hunter 42 Passage that we call Jibsea. We sold almost everything that we owned and moved aboard. After living on Jibsea through a Toronto winter, we decided that we had to get down south. Though we've got very little sailing experience, we decided to leave it all behind in our home country Canada to live out our dream in sailing the world. We're so pumped to share this adventure of a lifetime.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
There wasn't too much in town within walking distance from where we were, except for a West Marine.
Just a bit of a weird spot to leave our dinghy, isn't it? Thought this would have been an okay spot to leave our dinghy. Private property. Hopefully it's still here. It's gone. It's gone.
Where is it?
It's gone.
Shut up. There, I see it, liar.
Hey! It's still here. Just a little wet today.
Are those real dry heaves? Ew, it stinks.
Wait till you smell it.
No, I'm holding my breath.
Open the windows. Open the windows. It's the breather pipe for the holding tank. I noticed that like it was corroded.
Ew.
And the clamp was broken, so I imagine when it overflows, it probably just leaks. So I'm trying to fix it. I'm putting a new hose clamp on, and then I'm taping where they join, so a little air leak can't hopefully get out, and then I'm just re-hose clamping. Put on the coffee, we got 50 nautical miles to go. Just made it to Norfolk. We made it to the first, one of the railway bridges that actually got broken. Tug hit it. So now we're just waiting for it because a bunch of trains have to go through because they just fixed it.
Is like 62 feet, and we're about to go through a bridge that's 65 feet. Nerve-wracking. Our mast just goes ping.
Yeah. And here we thought we were done with all the locks. There's a lot of boats in this one. This is only a 2-foot drop, so not too bad apparently. You know, laundry and reprovisionings in the rain. We're parked right over there.
We forgot our masks, and he doesn't. And he doesn't want to go back in the rain, so I guess I'll go get it. We woke up and it was like 3 degrees.
Yeah, winter hit overnight.
We thought we were gonna escape the cold, but obviously we're just living it. It's okay, look how tight it was. This was like the tightest parking you've done to date.
Yeah.
And the wind wasn't really helping either, so good job.
We're losing fuel in the secondary fuel filter. So the only thing I can think of right now that it might be the lifter pump is the diaphragm's leaking and it's leaking into the crankcase. Which if that's the case, you just change the lift pump and then all said and good. But since we're here, I'm gonna get a compression test just because we overheated a month ago in the channel. We didn't have any issues after that, like everything seemed to be fine. But I just want to get a compression test because we never did it with the boat, so yeah. So our oil is milky. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it should be black, but it's gray.
What just started spewing out? Oh gosh.
Okay, so our heat exchange elbow is full of water when it shouldn't. So that does mean that we got water sucked back into... Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Like look, water's dripping from this fucking manifold.
Yeah, I see that.
So any water that's in this motor from the heat exchange elbow needs to get out. So I think I need to somehow empty this. The heat exchanger. I have no idea. I have to research.
Is that working?
Yeah.
It's a lot of water. Finally having somebody take a look at our motor. Hopefully we get lucky and nothing seriously got damaged in the motor and we're able to just self-rectify the issue with a few oil changes to clean everything out. Otherwise, we'll probably be crying.
That's a lot to suck back in though.
We just got lucky, that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was gonna have to go order that. This boat has a ton of spare parts, just randomly lying around.
That's the siphon thing you were saying?
Yeah, so I'll explain it after food of what we solved so far. One issue that I kind of created when I checked out the heat exchanger, well, we didn't have the siphon valve. I literally just had this hose that came from, I had it come out the heat exchanger and just go right into the mixing elbow. So what was happening, it was siphoning. So even when the motor was off, it was draining water into the mixing elbow, into the exhaust pipe, and then it was filling up the exhaust pipe just enough where it actually backflowed and then went in through the exhaust manifold and then into the oil. Didn't seem like we wrecked anything. Didn't run it, I guess, long enough for it to do any damage to the head or anything. Keep our fingers crossed. I'm gonna do this oil change. So we'll do 3 oil changes to really clean it out, and then the rest of the water vapor, the mechanic said it should probably just burn off and be fine. And then I added the siphon valve, so hopefully it'll stop the seacock from continuing to suck water and plummet into the exhaust outlet. So I think one thing I'm going to do every night now, just because it scares me now, I'm going to close the seacock to the raw water just cuz. And then I'll turn it on every morning as like one of my preliminary checks. Because that sucked, because you don't know if that's full of water or not, and what was happening was just sucking back through the exhaust elbow, through the exhaust manifold, and that could seriously have caused us like a whole motor. So hopefully we didn't do any damage. It didn't seem like we did. And when I started it up, the mechanic said compression sounds fine. He's like, you wouldn't have any compression issues if it started like that. So I'll check the oil right now and see if it looks milky or not, and hopefully we got all the water over there. That's problem 1 that I've solved, but now we need to figure out why we're losing fuel out of the fuel filter, and that is problem number 2.
I want us to take the Raycore apart and
break it down and rebuild it, we can do that. Or you can do your oil flushes and we can go from there.
Mechanics say it might be this little valve in there that's not, I guess it's not shutting maybe all the way, and it's draining fuel back out the other way. It's a common problem, so hopefully that's it, and then we're we're good to just start her up every morning and not worry about anything.
Literally had this Wendy's cup since our first stop in Oswego.
Yeah, this cup has been the MVP of everything. We think that while we're losing fuel in the filter, it might be an air leak in here, and then it's just draining down the tubes because there's an air leak maybe. That's at least what the guy said. So there is a gasket that goes right here, and then between that and that, there's another little gasket with a ball. There's a ball inside there. Most people think, oh no, the ball's got to sit inside like that because it's like kind of beveled, but no, it's supposed to go that way apparently. Most people get that wrong. I don't know.
Travis worked so hard on the motor today. I told him I'd make him a delish dinner. We're having chicken thighs, crispy parm potatoes, and broccoli he'll have no part of. And some berry apple crumble for dessert. Why not? Dessert's ready. It looks good. You're already up and working. Back at it. You're already back at it.
Trying to get out of here.
Almost time to fire it up and see if it works. Do you check the fuel first, or do you just start it to see if it'll turn over?
No, I just started, but I still gotta check the oil.
It smells like farts.
Might just be your leftovers.
Your leftovers.
Your leftovers.
Well, it's looking good.
This is our real test. If it starts this morning, I think hopefully we fixed the fuel problem and the oil looks good, so hopefully we fixed that problem too. There it is.
Dun, 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 dun. Sounds good to me.
Sounds
Yay.
good. That set it up nicely. Yay!
We're just walking in town because it was so close to make sure that we have everything we need before we head out.
Could be lots of things that I might not even see.
You just like to touch everything. Look, it's like, it doesn't matter, it's not COVID. Touch, 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 touch. Getting Christmas stuff. We didn't decorate for Halloween, so hopefully we'll have some Christmas decorations. After being in Chesapeake for about 3 days fixing the boat, we're pretty ready to head on out. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. 8 p.m. and he's conked out. Tired bear.
Once you hit the ICW, it feels like it just becomes the Great Migration. You got a boat. You got a boat and another boat.
And oh my gosh, we got dolphins! I freaking love them. shoot. Hey, wake up, he's sleeping.
I got my hand on the wheel. I can feel if it does anything.
So Travis said he had to go on land to do his weird little things, like look for creatures and whatnot. So I'm just spying on him.
Cooped up on the boat for a couple days, so figured I'd just dinghy over to some sand and go for a little stroll.
Doesn't look like there's much over there, just like a little sandy beachfront. Was there anything good over there?
What?
Was there anything good over there?
No.
Didn't find anything?
A couple times.
What?
Almost fell in a couple times, got a little wavy. Oh, I think our shitter's full.
Why is it leaking? As always, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe, because in our next episode, we learn why it's really important to stay within markers.